Welcome to Tye Speaks. Tye, baby.
All right, guys. Hi. No. All right. Hey, guys. Oh my God, I'm starting my own podcast. Wow. Well, welcome to Tye Speaks. Thanks for joining me today. I'm just really excited to share my voice and share who I am with the collective. So, welcome to my podcast. My name is Tye. If you didn't get that from the intro, my real name, or my full name, I should say, my full name is Tatiana. But as a kid, my family called me Tye, so why not go with Tye? And Tye just really brings back that innocence from childhood and really channeling that inner child, really going back to who I am to my core, bringing out of my creativity. So, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my podcast. If you're listening to this on the podcast, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been many, many, many years. So I would love to welcome you guys back. If you're on my YouTube channel, you can see that I am wearing one of my designs that are available on my website to purchase. That's tyeproductions.com, a brand new website, brand new revamp of the brand, the logo, in its entirety. So definitely check that out. I will link all the links with all of the websites below. I am also on Linktree under Tye Inc. So you can find me in different ways, in different areas, but I'm really excited to reconnect with the collective. So with that being said, who am I? Where do I start? I'm a mother, I'm an intuitive, I'm an artist. I recently left kind of corporate America, I should say, that 8 to 5, that standard go to work Monday through Friday. I was working retail, so it really wasn't a Monday through Friday type of thing, but you get the point. I've walked away from that and have now reconnected with my art, my creativity, who I am as a person to my core, and just really wanting to share my voice with the world. So just getting back to Tye Inc. So if you have been around since 2013, 2011, thank you for following. Thank you for continuing to grow with me as a person, as an individual. So what is this podcast? What's the whole point? Really, this podcast is to bring conversations that I have within my friend circle, that I have on a day-to-day, that I have with my spouse, just bringing those conversations to the world. I hope they resonate with people. I hope they connect. I hope they help, sharing my stories, different experiences, different learnings from day to day, from motherhood to artists to financial gains to understanding yourself better, and just the things that I've learned on my journey that'll hopefully help somebody on theirs. So yeah, thank you for joining. Let's see. Okay, so Tye Inc. started in my living room way back when, many, many years ago, as just a drawing, sketching type of freedom to express myself. I have dabbled in acrylic to charcoal to spray paint to digital designs. My favorite is acrylic. My favorite is on the canvas, paintbrush, getting messy. And then one of my newfound loves is the digital art. I am self-taught. I utilize YouTube. Hey, shout out YouTube. A lot for my learnings and just getting into different tech and different gadgets and just going through different journeys and different channels and growing as an artist. So for all of those who are like, oh my God, how do I become an artist? You kind of just do it. You put all that fear aside and all these grand, fine artists out there, and don't compare yourself, and you just share who you are with the world. So that's my goal with Tye Inc. That's my goal in life in general, saying fuck it, throwing caution to the wind and just going with my gut and going with my heart. And I'm hoping that that spreads through the world and I'm able to help others on their journey as well. So, what to look forward to? I would love to have different guests on my podcast, the different creatives that I know, a lot of the intuitives that I know, Reiki practitioners, all the way to mortgage specialist and how do you buy your own home and different things like that. So just a little bit about my journey from my old YouTube channels or my old YouTube videos on my channel, really doing hair and just figuring out who I am, makeup and all of that type of stuff. As you can tell, I'm not wearing makeup today. It's just not realistic for my day to day, but I definitely wanted to come on and just create this content. Just say, fuck it and do it. I used to do my natural hair, share those videos on YouTube, which led to me wanting to do a lot of behind the scenes content creation with fashion shows and different photographers and showing the light of how they're creative because I like to share those stories too. I think it's very important to show representation. No matter who you are, man, woman, black, white, female, doesn't matter who you are, what you identify, what your pronouns are. I think it's important to share the different creativity things that are happening locally within our cities because sometimes we just don't know that they're happening around us. But then it went into really that, and then I started to explore a lot of my photography and creativity within that. I realized quickly that I was not going to be a photographer for hire. That's just not something that I enjoyed. That's just not something that I liked to do. Client feedback for me could just not really a thing for me. I don't really like it. So I like to produce what I like to produce and put it out in the world. And you either like it, you share it with someone who may like it, or you decide that maybe it's just not for you. So going from that, I really got into the work field and started working my way up from the bottom all the way up into store manager. So that took a lot of my time and just a lot of my focus. And I thought that's where my passion was. And I was like, oh, I can be creative at work and get paid. And it was great. In the company I worked for, it was fun. I learned a lot of running a business. I learned a lot of what not to do, what to do with managing people, being social and understanding the dynamics within society. So it definitely helped open my eyes to a lot of the things. So I really am grateful for the opportunity and the experience that I gained with them. And then so 2020 happened, right? And COVID happened and everybody was out of work. People were staying home. But during that time, I really started to pick back up on my art, started to do little videos here and there. During that time too, me and my wife wanted to have another baby. If you don't know my history, I have a daughter. She'll be 16. Oh shit. She is 16. Wow. Last month, this year. So we really wanted to try for a child within, our love bundle. So I got pregnant in 2021 when I created the Black History Tee for Gap Inc. And that was such an exciting time. I was able to share an exclusive design to go into a Black History capsule for the company. And I was one of 3 artists chosen within the company to showcase my design. And I was the only one who wasn't a creative graphic designer professionally. So it was really cool. National campaigns on the Instagram. My shirt sold out literally in minutes. Like I couldn't even get sizes for my friends or anything like that. So there's still people out there who never got the shirt. So sorry about that, but there are a lot of people who did get the shirt. So really excited about that moment. And it really was a pivoting moment for me and understanding that I can do more with my work and I can share more with my art and that there are people out there that will enjoy it. And how can I selfishly keep that to myself? So that really started the spark with everything around. Once I did that, the year went on. I later in that year had a miscarriage, and I will share more on that journey in the future, in the next podcast, probably in the future. But I had a miscarriage. It was very, 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 very traumatic. I had fibroids, different health issues, and let's just say, it ended up having to result in an emergency hysterectomy. I could have really lost my life. So I'll delve into that story a little bit later because I think it's important to share, even though those moments in our life may hurt. Our hurt may help someone else through their pain. So I will share that story later. So after that, fast forward 2022, my wife ended up carrying our son, and we had him in October of 2022. His name is Kenzo. He will be 2 this year. It's been fun starting all over. Definitely fun. So if you can hear him in the background, he's downstairs with my wife right now, causing all sorts of chaos, I'm sure. But we've had him, and we've looked into possibly having more in the future. So if you are interested on how me and my wife were able to conceive at home naturally for free, definitely check out that story in the future as well. So just a little bit about who I am leading up into this point. I have now since walked away from the retail life, like I said earlier, and that was not an easy decision by any means. I went back and forth with the idea and the decision a lot. And it just ended up resulting in I wasn't happy. If you ever wake up and you're like dreading to go to work, and I get like work overall in general just isn't fun, but like if you're dreading it on a daily basis to where you're just like not happy, you're going to make sure you check on that internally. What else? All right. So with all of that, so I've shared the website. I've started some designs. I have a hoodie available online. I will start my canvas work. I am in transition right now. I had a rental home that we recently sold. I will also share stories on that if you're interested in investment properties, rental properties, how to go about that, what to do, what not to do, how we got into a sticky situation, how we got out of a sticky situation, and just overall never really mixed business and pleasure. Family, friends, relationships, anyone. Anyway, let's see, what else? Yep, so we sold our rental property and now we're looking for a new property. Literally looking for land. When I bought the house that I'm currently living in now, it was really just like a fancy home. I didn't plan on having any more children. Very expensive monthly, and now with one income just on my wife, we really wanted to look into something that might be a little bit less, but with more land, maybe a fixer-upper, because I'm not afraid into putting in the work now that I have the time. So those are a little bit of intros about me. As who I am as a person. I will in the future definitely have people on the podcast that are friends of mine, business associates, or just anyone who I find interesting out in the world as I meet them on the day to day. I really want to share more with the collective as far as going deep into understanding ourselves and how we can navigate and utilize the tools within us and around us to help us on a daily. I know a lot of people who struggle with mental health. I've struggled with mental health. It's a daily battle for some people, for most of us, honestly, especially the creatives and the sensitives out there. I think it's very important for us to just start conversations. And sometimes, hearing someone else go through something can save your life. I know when I went through a lot of what I went through with my miscarriage and was in the hospital for days, looking at reels of people having a great time or people who have not had such a great time but made it through, the Facebook groups, the Instagram stories, just so many different people who helped me through my pain. So I'm just here, honestly, to just talk, speak about whatever comes to my heart and share it with the world. Like, I'm just excited for that in the next steps. Something to look forward for Tye Inc. is just more accessibility to my work. Really trying to have more print on the demand options, bringing more prints online, bringing more accessories online, bringing more of me online. A lot of these podcasts too, I would love to start with some just journal entries and some journal prompts that I like to do at night, and I'll start sharing that with you guys. If you are interested in that, please let me know down below. So please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to this podcast if you are interested in future episodes. I am excited beyond any to share who I am with the collective and just kind of deep delve into who I am as an artist. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I wanted to keep this short, sweet, and to the point. I didn't want to drag this on, as I will break down a lot of what I said into microdoses, into different episodes, so that you'll have more content and you'll be able to hear me loud and clear. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Tye with Tye Inc. Until next time.
Tye, baby.
Bye.